Hello everybody, welcome back to the realm. We are working in our area here at our nether hub. We are dealing with a lot of mob spawns. I haven't really started building anything yet, I've just been clearing things out. So I just want to kind of show you what I've been working on. I gotta take care of these mobs before I can, so I can do it kind of safely. But there are skeletons everywhere. There are ghasts. Where's this ghast at? There they are. Okay, so over here I have dug out a small area just to try and see how things would work out. I'm going to be continuing it out that way and this way. The issue is a couple problems. One, we have a lot of stuff spawning up here. Some of it will be gone once I get this rest of this area dug down to the level I'm going to be building at, but some of it we're going to actually have to do something about. This area back here I wasn't planning on covering, but I'm going to have to put some slabs over it so that I don't have gas spawning right above our head. So I'm probably going to work on that today, and I'm going to work on finishing digging out this section here. This white line going down the middle is like the middle of where our path to the portal is coming from. So I want to have basically the same amount of space from this side over on that side, and then it extends out that way because there are portals that'll be over there. There's some that are over there, but we want to get a flat area for us to work with. Also, down here without dying, this I just built with blackstone slabs. I still plan on doing. Oh, this Soul Sand Valley makes skeleton spawns so quick down here. I need to get this slabbed over too. Still plan on doing like this pattern where I change up some of the blocks, but just to get it started, I'm just putting down blackstone slabs so that I have a safe space, and then I will put the pattern throughout it. Thought that would be better than trying to put the pattern down with lots of things spawning all around me. In here, I just have like a little storage room where I'm sorting stuff out to get taken back to my base as I fill stuff up. I have quite a bit of netherrack, a shulker box full of magma blocks, and then just a bunch of various other stuff. Some ores and things like that. Soul sand and soul soil. Just all the different things. But I need to take a break from digging up there because all of my silk picks are broken again. I think I may take some time to make a few more today. I managed to get 16 ancient debris while digging out this section. One of the benefits of building a hub so close down to the bottom of the nether is that we get a lot of ancient debris. So I use that to make some more picks so that I don't have to be stopping quite so often to go and repair. But we're going to start off today by going and repairing, and we'll come back and do some more work. I'm back over here at the Guardian Farm. While I was here, I repaired all my tools again, and I also made 3 new silk touch picks, so now we have 8 of them. Should get us to be able to do a lot more work before we have to repair tools. That's how much netherite I had to do it. Right now I have 2 more pieces of ancient debris left, so I'll have to get more before I can make anything more out of netherite. But all of these have mending, and I have 4 fortune picks with mending, which is probably too many. But one thing that's interesting to note about our realm is that we have keep inventory turned on. We have a large amount of players, different levels of players, to people with different amounts of time. So everybody voted to turn keep inventory on. So if you die, you don't lose anything, which means that I don't have to worry about tools disappearing unless I break them, which I do occasionally because I don't pay attention. But I have finished that. I also did a couple of little tweaks here to make this work a little better, and we just updated to the 1.20.1 patch, I think it is, and so now we're able to sneak through gaps like you can with Java, which is really nice. But so instead of having this cobblestone to block this off, I now have half slabs again, so I can get in and out here to trade with these villagers. And so these guys are just here so that I can take the extra fish that I have and get some emeralds from him. Easy peasy like that. And then I can do the same with the other one. Eventually I'll probably get more of these guys up here just to have them. Let's see. There we go. And that should be the end of it. And then I also went through, and I don't have a sorting system on our gardening farm yet. I just have a big massive storage, so I just broke all the chests, and then I took all the fish and put them in shulker boxes. So now I have all this cod that I can slowly turn into emeralds, which means I either want to get a large amount of villagers or just, you know, take some time to do it. But every time I'm here using the XP farm, I get more and more fish. So eventually I want to build a storage system down here that sorts and automatically puts things into shulker boxes and things like that. But that is a project that will be down the road. I want to finish what we're working on today. So I'm going to head back over to our little mini hub area that we're working on and get some more stuff dug up. Back here at our mini hub work site, and I have a couple of things I need to work on before I can really start digging out anymore. Part of that is that I have dug out an area down here that is, since it's one of the only spaces around that has spawning, I get a ton of skeleton spawning because it's a soul sand valley. So I'm just going to slab over underneath here like I did on the other side, so that I have an area underneath that is spawn proof. So as I dig out, I don't have stuff underneath me that is going to murder my face as I drop down. The other area I'm going to address is up here above. I keep getting gas spawning like crazy up there. So let's just go up there, take care of that gas, and then we'll look at what we're going to do. This area is back behind where I was planning on digging out. And I was hoping it was high enough that I wouldn't have to worry about it, but it looks like it's not. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put along the edge of this wall, that's going to be the back wall of our hub area, I'm going to put a slab row. But then instead of slabbing over the whole area, so much stuff attacking me. So you can see my issue. Instead of slabbing over this whole area, since I have a lava lake on this side and over there on the other side, I'm going to dig out, and we're going to connect the lava between the two. So I'll get some more lava and spread it across to both areas so that we have lava all the way up here and we can't have any spawns. I think that'll be the best way to handle it. So it's going to take a while to get that done, and then I will come back and we can start doing some more digging. It has been a couple of days since the last clip I recorded, and I've gotten quite a bit more done here. Just want to show you. So my goal is to get started just by having an area for us to work in, and so I'm going all the way over to 500 on this side on the x-axis, and then that wall is at 600, and then it goes from here where I'm going to be building our portal all the way back to 0 on the y, or no, I'm sorry, the z, so that it's back to where like the main hub line is. And so I've dug out underneath all of this area, and I put slabs down so that we don't have anybody spawning down here. I still have to do this side to go all the way over to the 600 wall, and I've been working up in this corner. You can see there's some lava that spilled down. Let me get up there and I can show you exactly the troubles we've been facing. The corner of the build here goes into this lava lake. So I had just a corner there so far where I built a deep slate, cobbled deep slate wall into the lava. So I had to go around and build like one layer at a time, going down and then digging up, or filling in the lava on that level and then digging it up again and building a new wall. And it's been pretty slow going, but we have gotten to the point where we're down below the lava level now. I think I just anchored that Enderman.
So we're just, whenever the wall gets blown up by a ghast or whatever, I'm replacing it with cobbled deep slate as well, so that we don't have lava pouring in on us. But now we're down to the point where we can pretty much start digging this out like we normally did on the other sides, because the wall is complete. So what I'm going to work on now is just making a rim around it. What I found has worked the best for me is I kind of dig like a 2-block border, and then I just slowly break it down. But then if I have this border already placed, I know I'm not going to have lava spilling in from the sidewall. And then as I'm done, I get to the point where I'm all the way down to the bottom, and then I have a nice area. This section will get us so that we are all the way across, but we still have a long way to go that way. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to work on finishing up this area. And then like get rid of this section that I'm standing on. And then I'm going to go up there and clear out some of that forest, because that needs to go. But then the rest of clearing out this section back here, I'm going to do more off camera in between more episodes, but I'm going to start working on building our portal here, because I want to get something built before the end of this episode. And it's been about 3 days so far since I released the last episode. I'd like to try to get 2 episodes a week, so I want to get something done here that we can actually put up. So I'll be back once I have this section cleared out and I start building our portal. I've gotten all of our bottom floor here pretty much finished. So I have, I just used whatever slabs I had for now. Eventually I'll put a proper floor pattern in, changing some of the blocks out to make it look a little nicer. But for now, I just wanted to get it done. I still have a little bit of the wall to finish. And then I got to work on getting the upper part here all trimmed out so that we can dig it out. Quite a bit of work still to go. But we have the floor down here done. So this goes all the way down. Right underneath here is where the main hub line is. And then this goes all the way down to where we're going to have our main base entrance portal. And when it's done, this above me will all be gone. So there'll be a big grand entry into it. And so our portal will be here. And then we'll have all of our other portals to our different places around. And eventually we can even expand this a little farther to some other projects, maybe having different types of tunnels to go to them. I'm not sure yet, but I did want to have a big grand entrance to my main hub area. So the next thing I need to work on is above here. There's a couple of things I need to do. One is that this here needs to go all the way up to 0 and get rid of the lava lake that spreads over to this side. That's going to take some time. We'll work on it, but eventually we want to have it so that this is the edge of it. So we'll have a wall that goes all the way along, just like we did on the other side in that corner. The other thing is before I can start digging up all of this area up here, I need to get rid of the crimson forest that's up on top. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a ladder to get to the top of these trees. And I brought my hoe. And quickly get rid of all of our leaves and any lights that are up here. Chop down the tree. And then go back down. And we're just going to rinse and repeat on that until we get all of these trees up here gone. And then we'll be able to start leveling out the top here so that we can start digging it down. Again, I'm probably not going to finish that in this episode. I'm going to get this started, and then I'm going to start working on building my main portal, and that'll be the end of it. I also want to continue to slab some more up here to make sure we don't have gas spawning on us, but it has gotten considerably better since we first started. So I think that we are making great progress on that front. I have finished our big dig here in the nether. It was a lot more than I expected to do. I had planned on just kind of starting to clear it out and work on building the portals for our main portal. But this week has been the kind of week where work's been really busy. And so when I had time to play, it was just kind of time to zonk out and do some digging, put some movies on, and just dug. Kept digging, filling in lava lakes. Over here we had to build anywhere where you see the cobble deep slate is where I got rid of a lava lake. So a lava lake went from there all the way up to this end, and I had to get rid of all of that. Took quite a bit of time. I literally watched 8 Harry Potter films and I think about 8 anime films from Miyazaki while I dug. It was quite a bit of digging, but it was worth it. Now we have a pretty blank slate here to get started with our portal. So our next goal is to get 2 things done. I did have a basalt pillar up there that I removed that was hanging down. That's what I just finished. But we got a ton of resources from doing it and all of that good stuff. So I want to come up here and slab out some area to make it so that there's even less spots for stuff to spawn. I'm going to remove some of this to get rid of that, and same on the other end. But I'm going to just drop down right here. Our next step is to work on our entryway from the main hub line. So this is down here is where the main nether hub is, and we're on the gold line, and it goes from 0, in the nether all the way down to 1,000 blocks out that way, and we're kind of right in the middle. Right where we're standing right now is at 550. So I'm going to build like a little entryway into here, and then a stairwell that goes up to the level that we have. And then all of this will stay here, but it'll be maintenance tunnels to get to our old portals while we're working on it. And eventually all those portals will get moved up. The goal is to get this entry and then our main portal built today. And then as we work on projects at other portals, then we will make new portals up in the hub area. And so then eventually we will have a nice little mini hub off of our main hub that just has all of the projects I'm working on. So I'm going to get started on figuring out how I'm going to do this stairwell here, and then we will get working on the main portal. We've gotten the entryway to our portal room done. So I kind of wanted to show you from, like, if you were walking up on it. So this is the gold line coming up, and here we get to where our portal is, and then there's this big stairwell. I used some what are these blocks called again? I forget. The chiseled polished blackstone to do a couple pillars to mark things off, and then I have some stairs that go up and lead you to the middle. And then I'm working on a pattern here where I have the andesite and the diorite kind of pushing in, and then this is the path that goes down the middle to where our portal's going to be. I ran out of diorite, so I need to go get a little bit more to finish this up. And then we need to start working on the main portal here. And this main portal is going to be pretty big. It's going to actually come up. There'll be another stairwell, and then I'll have the main portal up above here. But let's go into our base to get some diorite and finish up that pattern, and we'll get started on the new portal. I actually completely ran out of diorite in my storage room, so I'm over here. This is my mining area. It's just off the edge of my guardian farm. I just have a place I dug down and set it up for doing some mining. I think I may have some diorite saved here. If not, I can mine for some pretty quickly, but I thought I'd show you here. I'm a little bit OCD about how I set up my mining, because I like to mine in grids. And so I have these little rooms I set up where everyone is centered around 500. So 6,500 minus 2,000. It goes that way for 500 blocks. And then I have another room just like this where I have my ender chest. And then I have some storage chests. It looks like I cleared this out too. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of mining here just to clear out some space to look for some diorite. But that's okay. No problem at all. At some point, I will do some more extensive mining over here to refill up my storage. But for now, I just
I have a bunch of rows here that some of them go pretty far, some of them are pretty short, but they're all ones I dug when I was looking for iron and coal early on. And so I just picked the one on the end here. Unfortunately, diorite kind of grows in, forms in large patches. And so I've just been in here digging it out, picking up some ores while I'm at it. Lapis is really good because I'm really low on lapis. And just grabbing a bunch of diorite. I only need a few stacks for right now, but eventually I'll come through and I'll just do a bunch of mining and get enough to fill our storage back up completely. I don't use it very often. I use it mostly as an accent block, so I may get half a dozen stacks here and not need any for quite some time, so it's not a big deal. But mining is just something that's relaxing anyway, so sometimes I do that. I could also use the ores. I could use all the resources for now. So I'm going to get this diorite dug out of here, and then I'm going to head back. We'll finish up that pattern, and we'll get started on our main portal. Grabbed the diorite that we need. Actually, much more than what we need. I also took the time to grab a little bit of andesite because I was getting low on that as well. And I use that as a decorative block quite a bit. So there's the diorite. And then we grabbed a bunch of andesite. And throw that in here. And then we also got, a bunch of ores while we were doing it. I have my purple shulker box, which is my ore chests. Let's throw that in there. Some iron. Picked up a little bit of coal, a little bit more lapis, some copper, and some redstone. Oh, that's not supposed to be in there. That's supposed to be in here. Cool. So we got what we need to finish what we're doing over there. I also need to get, since I'm building portals, I need to grab some obsidian. So I'm going to stop and make a trip to get some of that on our way back over to, back to the base. And we'll catch up when we start building the portal. Finished, for now, our main portal. So I have a little bit more work to do on it, but I want to kind of show it off here. So if you come up the steps, from here you can't quite see it, it's just kind of off in the distance. And as you get closer, it comes out of the fog. That's the goal. And since we're so low, we have all the particles from the nether. Then you come up the stairs, and we have this portal, which is the portal to my main base, or it will be. Right now it just goes to my temporary storage room, but that's fine. I have some glass over here. I was trying to do an effect to make it so the glass looked like a fog almost. I think it worked out kind of how I wanted it to. It'd be a lot better if I could do the connected texture so I didn't have the lines from it, but kind of did what I want. And then I have the smoke up above that leads, kind of draws you to it. I want to do some more decorating to make this a little more ornamental. But frankly, I've been putting plenty of time into this, and it's very late, and I want to kind of wrap it up. I do need to finish doing guardrails on these steps, because right now there's just opening under here. So I'm going to do that, and we'll get the final touches on there. Don't mind my chest monster over here. I was doing some work. But I think it looks pretty cool, and it is spawn proofed, so there is not any gas that'll spawn above me and shoot at me, or piglins that'll spawn and kill me. I do like how the campfires kind of just come into existence up there when I get closer, and then the smoke goes, and when you go back farther, it stops rendering. It's kind of a neat effect. So as you approach the portal, you get the smoke coming. It's pretty cool. Unintentional. I didn't know I was going to do that, but I liked it. I think I'm also going to change that up a little bit up there, because it just kind of looks strange with just those two smoke pillars, but that's something more to play around with later. In a later episode, I'll finish all this up, and I will get the... Ooh, I guess I missed the spot for spawn proofing. Either that or he came through the portal, which is definitely possible. The portal's like a big portal that's been blocked off. We'll see. I have to do a little fine-tuning and everything. I'm thinking right here, these are going to be... This is a problem. These need to be up like this so that they're on a layer where they're spawn proof. So that's probably where that skeleton came from. But and that still lets us see over into the glass. Not as much as I would have liked. I may try to tweak that a little bit when I finish the bottom part of the stairs. But I think for now we're going to call that a day. Let's get back so we can get one last shot of it. And like I said, we'll do some more work on this later, but I have put plenty of time. We're already over 35 minutes for this episode, I think. So let's call it there, and we'll see how it sets with us, and maybe do some more work in the next episode. Next episode, I am going to be working on another base area. I want to get my skeleton farm revamped. I had one that I built really early on when we were on this server, and it's not great. It's just like simple stuff, but this is my very last bow, infinity bow, and it's maybe got one more repair left in it. I had made like 10 of them at the start of the realm, and that's the last one I got. So I'm gonna set up some more work at the skeleton farm to make it so I can automate that, and that'll be my next episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.